Okay, I'm gonna start this off like this. If this is the first time you're watching this series, please do not watch this episode. Okay, start with the very first episode. Okay, they're numbered one through whatever. Okay, start with the first episode because if you start right now, you're going to be lost. Go to the first episode. Okay, they're all in the same playlist. Thank you for tuning in at the Fact Factory. What's up, world? I told y'all I was going to drop every single day for the mini series. Okay, I'm gonna pick right up where I left off. Not all of the BS and the shenanigans. I'm jumping right into the story. Hold on, let's go. So boom, we at the top of the steps, like, we all look. Dude is in the chair like this. We just like, cause to us, he's waiting on us. He let us do all of this. He let us do all of this. He heard the noise. He was coming down the steps. There was no way you couldn't hear from upstairs, trampling down the steps all the way to downstairs. There is no way. Three young bulls. And he sat here and now he's waiting at the bottom of the steps. Don't just in a posture like I can't even explain it. Like we like but as we like zoom in from at the top of the steps, like zoom in, focus with our eyes. Homeboys like this. Sleep. Knocked out. So as Josh go like, he look back, he like, yo, he sleep. I'm like, oh my, listen. Did y'all hear what just happened? Do y'all know how you would feel in that specific moment when you're sitting? Just think of what I just said here. Okay, we're creating this. We're in the middle of this crime, thinking we're like clean slate out of here, and dude is downstairs the entire time, sitting on his chair, right at the bottom of the steps. But he's asleep, and whew, that was lucky us. This was a war veteran. Okay, that means, and y'all heard all the guns I was talking about he had in his house. That means I know he got some downstairs. That means if he would have been awake and he heard that trembling sound of eager adolescence coming down, running down the steps, he would have grabbed the John and just waited till we appeared at the top of them steps. So listen, man, thank God that man sleep bottom of the steps. And who out there don't believe this story? Huh? Go ask them names. Go Google it. You could probably Google it like 2001 or 2000, like June, July, August, around that time. It was summer. But go ahead. But other than that, if you don't believe, ask the people that I said. But anyway, so boom, we like, now we done forgot all of the ruckus and all of, we don't want no more loud stuff. So we, when I say stealthily, so like you could hear a mouse piss on cotton. Okay, that's how quiet we were going back up. Okay, tiptoe after tiptoe. You hear slow. We all stop. Because one thing we ain't is stupid. We know this man got all these guns for a reason. Okay, he ain't gonna be afraid to use them, and he knows probably how to use them precisely. We all taking our little time. We walking up the steps creakily. Group. Now, mind you, we was on the second floor. He was on the first floor. We got to walk up to the third floor. Okay. Then go to the back room. Like I told y'all, go out the window, go into our window. So, boom, I ain't going to walk you through all the tiptoeing. Okay. But that's what we do. We all go into the bedroom. Boom. Now we dump all the envelopes on the bed. Boom, 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 boom. We step back like, oh my goodness. I think we had a queen. Might have been even a twin. I don't know. No, we had a twin. We had a twin, okay? But it's, what's the word? Smothered in money, okay? Layers of money, okay? Like, when we dumped it all out, like, you can't even see anything else on the bed, but it looked like our bed was fat. What's the word I'm looking for? Was designed, was stitched, embroidered with a whole bunch of money. That's what our bed just looks like. It's embroidered. It got stitched all like a blanket, a comforter. It looks like it's all money. We step back. We are like, I'm like, nigga, we rich. So that ends both of them up. We like, we rich, we rich, we rich, we rich. We forget all about everything. Listen to what I'm telling y'all. We just got all of this money for next to nothing. Okay, we didn't have to put in any type of work. All we had to do was climb into a window. We are ecstatic. We are excited. We are raving. We don't care who hears. Yeah, we rich. We rich. We rich. I forget I'm on punishment. All right. All you hear is, who make all that noise? Yo, they get down here. Because dad knows I'm on punishment. All right. So he knows that me and Yode does this where we're going to sit there and, spend some hours with the person that's on punishment, but we're not really able to do that. But, they don't say nothing, we do it. But now that he knows that I'm having fun, he can hear the happiness, the joy, the bliss. He can hear it in my voice. That's not allowed to be happening while I'm on punishment. You get what I'm saying? I'm not allowed to be in a blissful and a gleeful manner while I'm on punishment. I need to be distraught. Okay, I need to be hurt, sick, angry, when to come out. So dad's like, no, you got to go. Yode goes downstairs. Boom. Now, I took like all of the coins we had and stuff. I had a lot of them inside of a Huggy jar. All right, it was filled to the top. Now, what was I going to do with that? I was like, boom, I'm going to try to bribe dad with some money to get off punishment. So, boom. Now, I got way more money than this. Y'all already know this, okay? But on one hand, I can't give dad the money because then he's going to be like, how the heck did you get that? So what I did, I just put all these dimes, quarters, nickels, all in one thing, filled it all the way up. So when he calls Yode down, boom, he's like, what's all that noise up there? So one thing about me and Yode, yo, everybody who knows that was in school with us and everything, because I used to do our homework and stuff like that. But y'all know we wasn't dummies. So Yode quick with it. Bang. What you doing up there? Now, one thing we know is that certain things brought the level of dad's aggression and anger down, okay? Just by mentioning them, right? And Yode was so quick with it that I didn't even think of this. Well, my dad said, what you up there making all that noise for? What you doing? You know what Yode said to subside dad's anger? Because one, I was just telling you, he said, oh, we're just upstairs. We're cleaning the room up. Boom! That right there, like, because one, I'll tell you now, I'm a fresh nigga. I'm a fresh dude now, and everything's always in order, and I'm precise and stuff like that because I grew into my Virgoism. But back then, we used to us, the floor was a closet. Okay, to us, the floor was our dressers. Okay, we would just take everything and have it all over the floor. So anytime they would used to come up to the steps and see us, or come up to the steps into our room, it was always looking like a tornado went through that joint. So when Yode says we're upstairs cleaning the room, that right there is like, dad's like, oh, okay. So he says, he goes, he said, all right, but listen, y'all better cut that noise out. And Yoda, you got about 30 more minutes and come downstairs because you know he on punishment. Saying I am. So boom. Now, how our steps was. Yoda is at the bottom of the step, okay? It comes down about 10 steps, boom. And then you got a flat landing, and then there's 2 steps that turn, boom, boom. And then when you take the 2 steps, boom, boom, now you're in the hallway. Now, if I backtracked, it would go like this. Won't, won't, and then up the steps, okay? Do y'all catch my drift? Because you got to. So when Yoda is at the bottom of the last 2 steps, okay, after the floor, Yoda's here, I'm right here, boom, alongside the wall where my dad cannot see me, okay? So I'm standing here listening to the whole ordeal while Yoda is standing right here on the flat of the floor of the hallway now. So he's talking to dad. I can't see dad, but I can just hear him because I'm right here. He just don't know that I'm standing here. So boom. So he's like, you got 30 minutes. He was like, you got 30 minutes because you know he on punishment. So he's like, all right, dad. So then when Yoda goes to come back, I'm like, tell dad I want to say something to him. Did y'all hear what I said? I said, yeah, I know this thing on. But I'm like, tell dad I want to say something to him. So Yoda's like, dad, Yende said he want to say something to you. Now, I didn't give my dad, because my dad will reject right away. He'll be like, nah, I don't want to hear it. Like that. So I didn't give him no time to even reject the what's the word I'm looking for? The forget it. I can't think of it right now, but I'm gonna move on with the story. So anyway, so I step right out, boom. I do not give him a chance to reject it. I'm like, dad, I was thinking and I saved up a little bit of money and I wanted to know if I can buy my way out of being on punishment. So my dad looks at me, he like, so I pull out the Huggy jar. The Huggy, y'all know what the Huggy 25-cent Huggy ain't 25 cents. Well, I don't know if they 25 cents anymore. But the Huggies, it was plain plastic, but it was filled to the brim. So I pulled it out. I was like, he was like, he grabs it. Get all that. Where'd you get this? I was like, I've been saving it. He was like, nope. What? I'm like, but it was worth a try. So boom, walk up the steps. So boom, now Josh, he up there, BITCHing, all right? Because Josh, he got to figure out a way to get back downstairs. Now dad is up, fully alert, walking around and stuff like that. This is going to be a difficult task for him. He going to be here for a little bit. So boom, they walk back upstairs. He's like, yo, I can only be here for like another half hour. And trust and believe dad is going to calculate that half hour. Okay. Even if he wouldn't, we know that he has previous times. So we're going to make sure we don't go past that time unloaded. Okay. Boom. So boom, we upstairs. Now we playing a little coin toss a little bit for a couple minutes. Boom, boom, boom. So boom, now we like how we getting Josh out the house. All right. So boom, we come up with a plan. Bada bing, bada boom. Now we gotta wait till dad go back in the room. Boom. We gotta get sisters and them involved. You know what I'm saying? But it's okay because now sis and them is on the payroll, basically. You know what I'm saying? We already paid them. So now they're gonna keep their mouth quiet. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna do a lot of things for us that they would have never done because we're just gonna be like, yo, I give you this. I got this for you. Or don't forget, you know what I'm saying? So now, whatever we say, it's kind of gonna go right now. You get what I'm saying? So boom. They go down there, they talk to my sisters. My sisters get the plan order. Long story short, oh my goodness. Ho. Rewind. I got the rewind. But anyway, so boom. When Yoda comes back up the steps, mind you, all of the money is still on the bed. You get what I'm saying? So boom. We wasn't no young boys to play with. All right. I'm just letting you know that now. Everybody already know. Now, this is after we came into our, you know what I'm saying? We was fed up with people bullying us and all that stuff. Now it was like we was just some bad little Kiafa's bad little brothers. All right. So boom, when we come back up the steps, now I wasn't thinking, and neither was he, because dad had us all in disarray with our thoughts. We didn't left that man upstairs with all this money. You get what I'm saying? So boom, first thing I do, you ain't got no bread on you, do you? They like, oh, cuz, man, I know y'all wouldn't think like that, man. But he proved it. He ain't had no money. He wasn't on no snake stuff. Point blank period. He proved it. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have no bread. Boom, boom. So boom. And when I say he proved it, he proved it. He went all the way, you know what I'm saying? He showed us. But anyway, so now we got to divide the bread up. Now, you already know. What I did last time, I said the same thing now. All right? Now, this time I didn't put all of the hundreds and 20s in the closer area because we were just all excited and dumped everything out. But what I did do was I seen where most of the hundreds and 50s and 20s and stuff were. All right. So I already had that locked in. I'm like, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Josh is on the left side of me right now. He's on this side of the bed. Yode is on the right side. All right. So we all just looking at the money in awe. So I'm like, yo, listen, hold up. On the count of 3, we all just grab money. That's it. Whatever you grab, you keep. So everybody like, all right. So now they starting to look. I'm like, now before I could get them, before they start to see where all the hundreds is, I'm like, 1, 2, 3, whoa, grab, boom. And I pour all of mine off of the bed. I'm like, yo, whatever's off the bed, you can't touch. Like that, we all just grab it till the last dollar is gone. All right, so boom, I got all my money. Boom. We just sitting there. Now for like 5 to 10 minutes, we all counting. Boom. I'm just like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm just counting. I'm like, yo, 1,000. I ain't lying. These is facts at the fact factory. Thousands on thousands. I'm like, wow. Boom, boom, boom. When I get done counting mine, I want to hear what they got first. You know what I'm saying? Because if they got more than me, we gonna make sure we get this thing even. You hear me? Because first of all, I'm a mastermind. I thought of the plan. I discovered it. Nigga, I'm getting the most. You hear me? So boom, I'm looking around, looking at their stuff. I'm like, all right, what everybody got? Don't lie. I said, because I'm gonna count it. So we all looking. Josh like, man, I think 26,000. I'm like, oh, I look at Yode. I'm like, Yode, what you got? He like, I got 31,000. I'm like, y'all wanna know how much I had? Nigga, I had close to $34,000, right? Nobody really knows the amount we truly had except the 3 people that was inside the room. Okay, we not talking about what. We gonna get to that. We is gonna get to these cops. All right, we gonna get to that. This gonna stir up something. I'm gonna tell y'all this is gonna stir up some. Trust me. But anyway, so boom. Josh like, yo, where I'm gonna put it? So we get the green toolbox. I mean, y'all know, $20, $25, $30,000. You know what I'm saying? He got a green toolbox. But this is the thing. All right. So boom. We got the green toolbox. We put all of our money in our boxes. All right. The same boxes that we all had. All right. So he got the green toolbox now. So he puts it in the toolbox. Boom. He shuts it. We sitting there like, yo, what is we gonna do with all this money? Yo, we don't even know what to do. So now we showing Josh the coins we got. We showing him this, we showing him that. Yo, dude had old wooden nickels. We had bags of wooden nickels. We had, you know what wooden nickels is? Go ahead and look that up. Wooden nickels, they was a real thing back in the day, like in the early 1900s or something like that. Please do not, I don't know if these are facts in the fact factory, but I know they were long ago back in the day, and it was wooden. It wasn't no type of nothing off of the periodic table. It was wooden. Okay, they were wooden nickels, and it actually was 5 cents. Okay, it was a bag of them. But we got all these different things. We got old cameras. You know what I'm saying? We got all types of stuff in this joint. Sorry about that. So, long story short, we start playing coin toss. We having fun a little bit. Then we started to realize that 30 minutes is calculating down. So boom, we come up with the plan, go down there, get sisters and them involved. You know what I'm saying? Long story short, Josh out the house. All right. He had to climb out. He left the same way he came in. Because there's no way we was letting him walk back. Dad calculates footsteps. I could tell y'all another story where if he hear more than like, yo, he know. Just trust me. Dad knew everything. Trust me. But anyway, long story short, Josh walks out of the house. Look, all these people are outside. He's walking down the street with a green toolbox full of close to $30,000. He's walking with this. No one even knows. You would never think an 11 or 12-year-old. No, he was older than us. So he was either 12 or 13. You would never think in a million years this little boy with a green toolbox is walking down the street with close to $30,000. Okay? So boom, that happens. Now, back at the ranch. Now, you already know that Whooper, Kiafa's letting us, we still got access to his room. So boom. He's here right now. Walk over there. Yeah, you know, I'm respectful of that. Knock on the door. Like, come in. I'm like, what up, bro? Yo, you going to the mall? You going to the mall today? Now, nigga, I paid you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I can question you about my bread. I already paid you. Like, come on, man. Like, come on, man. You all rushing me, nigga. I told you I'm gonna go today, nigga. So I'm like, man, bro, like, come on, man. Like, I'm trying to be in some gear, bro. But I'm saying, I just got bro a part of my slang terminology now. But anytime I'm saying bro now, it was cuz back then. You get what I'm saying? So boom. So he like, yo, I told you I'm gonna go. He was like, Larry and I'm about to come through in a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And then after we come back, I'm gonna take y'all to the mall. So I'm like, all right, yo, Larry about to come? He like, yeah. Now, one thing I know about Larry was spoiled. Everybody know about Larry. Larry was spoiled, okay? Larry had all of the consoles that we wanted. All of the, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, yo, you think Larry trying to sell any of that, like, any of them game systems? He like, I don't know, I'm gonna ask him. Back in the day, who know about this? Back in the day, the most popular cell phone around this time period, there wasn't no iPhones, Androids, and none of that. It was clackers, all right? And you would clack them. It was like a walkie-talkie type ordeal from Nextel. And if you had these, whoever had Nextels, you know they were selling drugs. Whoever had Nextels, they was up, they was getting money, all right? So boom, he clacked Larry. Yo, here. He like, yo, you know the situation, because you already know he told this guy, yeah, he like, yo, you trying to sell any of them systems? They trying, he like, I don't even play them joints no more. I got you. Which one y'all want? Which one they want? All, whatever you selling. I'm like, I want all of them. All right, I'm gonna bring the PlayStation, the Nintendo 64, and a TV. Ask them how much they gonna give me for it. I look at bro, like, he like, I'm like, tell him I got a stack for him. It wasn't a stack then. You know what I'm saying? No, a grand. I said, tell him I got a grand for him. My brother like, I'm like, what? But he heard it. Brother still had him on the clack. He like, yeah, I got him. I'm like, no, I ain't doing it. He said, no. He said, still do it. He like, do it. This is Larry. I'm going to bring some extra stuff too. I'm going to bring all the games, all the controllers, all this, all that. Boom. We don't know the value of things. We don't know the significance in the monetary value of money yet. So we gave him an opportunity. Like, he couldn't refuse that. So we don't care though, because we got, you heard the numbers. So boom. Long story short, whoop. Larry like, all right, look, when I come over, I'm gonna bring that. So he like, all right, boom. Long story short, that happened. So we are going to fast forward a little bit because everything in between is kind of irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? Everything in between the process. So I'm gonna jump straight to what is relevant again. So boom, that happened. So Larry, hours later, Larry ends up coming over. Comes up in our room. Boom. Larry, Kiafa, KBR, J Dub, y'all already know. Dumb niggas back in the day, bro. This is why I be fly. Cause I used to watch them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas always fly. So when they came in the crib and shit, they always fly. Got the newest J's, got all that. You know what I'm saying? So boom. So he walk up in the room, super fly. I forget what J's was out around. Oh, what number is that? 13s? These are 13s was out. The baby blue and white ones, the royal blue and white ones. You know what I'm saying? The 13s, y'all know the black, red, and white ones. Yeah, this is what was popping around this time, the 13s. So boom. Are they the 13s? Yeah, the 13s. 13s or the 15s, I forget. But I'll figure it out somehow. But anyway, so boom, he walk up, he got a bag, whole big black bag, right? And then he carrying the TV in the other one. It was a little one. It wasn't no big TV or nothing. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no flat screens back then. He had a little TV and shit. So he carrying that up the steps. Boom. Now, the reason this isn't, what's the word I'm looking for? Prohibited from my dad seeing that is one, is Kiafa. Anything goes. Two, he thinks these items that Larry is bringing is going to Kiafa. He doesn't imagine that they're coming to us. This is Kiafa's best friend. So boom. So Larry come up, we hype. Boom. He like, yo, Nintendo 64, PlayStation, all these games. Yo, we hype. Punishment. What? F for punishment, you heard me. Nigga, I'm cool now. I stand in my go here. I stand here, the guy called me. Right? Boom. So we got that. We start to hooking it up, make sure it worked. We weren't no dummies. No, we gotta make sure that joint work. Hook it up. But I mean, my brother wasn't gonna let him play us anyway. So boom, he hooked that joint up. Okay. Walk over to my cubby hole. It doesn't matter because, bro, my brother already knows where the bread is. You know what I'm saying? He just don't know we went back. He just don't know we quadrupled the money that we had. You get what I'm saying? So boom. Next thing you know, where I'm at. He don't know we quadrupled the bread we had. So I grab $1,000. Hand it to him. Boom. He like, yo, bet, yo, bet, yo. He like, yo, I just made a bet, but a grand. That's what it was a grand back then. I just made a grand. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yo, when y'all come back, y'all gonna go to the mall? He like, yeah. So boom. Now we all come together. It's Kiafa, Larry, me, Yode, Khadija, Saida. We called him up, boom, because now Kiafa devised a plan. He's more intelligent than us. He's more street smart than us. At this time, he's 16, about to be 17. All right. So while we all up here, we sitting in the room, we all listening to what he got to say. He like, look, it's way too much money around here. He don't even know what we got now. Okay. He like, yo, look, it's a lot going on. Dad ain't stupid. All right. So this is what I'm going to do. Go down there. I'm going to put some bread in Dad's pocket. He ain't going to know about it. And I'm going to come up with a story on how I found the bread. So we all sitting around trying to conjure up the story. Some things make sense. I'm like, well, why don't you just say that you found it. A lot of things weren't making sense, okay? We all coming up with all these different scenarios. Then he comes up, he's like, nah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say that I seen a car getting chased. They threw a bag out the window. I seen the bag. I knew it was something in it. So I went and looked. When I looked, it was all this money and all these drugs. But I dumped the drugs and kept the money. I waited for a little bit to see if anything was going to come back. And since it didn't, now I'm about to let you know, Dad. So we all sitting there thinking for a little bit. We like, sounds pretty good. We 12, 13. We don't care. The burden is going to be off of us. Dad isn't even going to think it's coming from us. Kiava's taking it. Boom. We like, bet. So he goes downstairs, put the money in Dad's coat pocket. The coat he always wear. He had this long leather jacket around this time. No, not the long leather jacket. He had the short leather jacket. All right. He had a different jackets for each season. Okay. And around this time, it was summertime, but my dad would still wear leather every now and then. All right. But it was a nice little, y'all know my dad. We get the dress game from my dad. Okay. Kiafa got it from Dad. We got it from Kiafa. All right. Period. Y'all know Pops, throw that issue on. So anyway, so he do that and they leave. Now, Yode went downstairs, but he was able to get back upstairs by telling Dad. Whooper said I can go in his room and play the game. Dad tells him, long as Yende ain't in there. And I will come up there to see. That's Dad don't come up them steps too often. When he do, somebody get it. Wrong. You hear me? So boom. Long story short, the day going past. Next thing you know, oh, yeah, I gotta move that back over. Next thing you know, I say, probably like an hour or two will pass. I hear, Yende! Yende! Now, we got the utmost respect for Dad. We don't say, we don't say, what did it? We say, yes, sir. Or when he's calling us, says, sir, he'd be like, he said, come here. Now, usually when Dad is in a mood, you get a, yo, bring your boy down here. Come here real quick. It was a, come here. So I was like, that wasn't a bad, come here. Get the grooving, go down the steps. So now, y'all remember how I described the way we got to walk down the steps. So now I'm standing like this because my dad's door to his bedroom is right here. So I'm like, let me take this off. Sorry, y'all. Don't go nowhere. So boom. My bad, little technical difficulty. Oh, yeah. See that? That's my last name. That's why I'm wearing this type ordeal, because I don't really rock with this team or anything, but that's my last name. But anyway, so boom. He called me down the steps. So I stand there, I go down the steps. Now, I knew from the baritone in his voice, I knew that it wasn't going to be bad, whatever it was he was about to say. Okay, I knew this. When you know your parents, you know the way they call you, if it's good or bad, or if something, you know what I mean, if something's going on. So I get to now I'm bracing myself for it. So I get downstairs. So I stand in the door. My dad's room is my dad's room is to the side, but as soon as I come down, his door is right here. So he's standing in his door. So that means I stop. That makes me halt at the top of the 2 steps of the landing. That makes me stop right here, put my hand up, and I'm leaning on the door like this, waiting to see what he has to say. I'm sorry about that. So he look up, he's looking at me. Now, when he's making this look, he's like, think you learned your lesson? What? I know what's about to come after this. I think hold on. I gotta get my posture. Okay. Yeah. Yes, sir. I learned my lesson. Right. All right. Now you ain't quite off punishment. I'm gonna just see how you act. I'm getting ready for it. So, you can get out your room, parlay around the house. You can even sit on the porch. Can't go off that porch. Don't do any of that. And as I see you abiding by the rules, I'll let you off punishment. But if you disrespect any of my demands, I guarantee you the next time you come out of your room will be to go to school. Yes, sir. You understand me? Yes, sir. All right. You can get out your room. Upstairs. But look, I try to keep the excitement away from my brother at first. So I walk up because my brother already knows that my dad said something. So now he's in the room and he wants to know what happened. What was going on? Why did dad call you? I walk up the steps. I ran up the steps, but I kind of slow it down when I get to the top. Walk into the room. He got these very inquisitive eyes. He's like, what happened? I'm like, I'm on punishment, nigga. Yo, they like, oops. We hype. I'm like, I ain't really on punishment, but I'm allowed out my room and I'm allowed on the porch. He like, say no more. He like, yeah, let's go. I'm about to say, yeah, we lit, but we weren't talking like that back then. So he like, yeah, let's go. We out. So boom. Now, next thing you know, now, let's get one thing understood, two things for certain. All right. Boom. I don't even care about being on punishment now. I got all of these systems in my room now. I got all of this money. I got everything going the way that I wanted to go. You know what I'm saying? But it's freedom. So boom. Make sure I ain't forgetting nothing for y'all before I move on. Okay, I think we good. So boom. Now I get to stretch my legs a little bit. So boom. One thing's for sure, two things for certain. Now that I'm out of my room, the first thing I'm going to do is get some air, okay? I'm going to go outside. Even though I can't get off of the porch, I need to smell that air. So, boom. First thing I do, go outside, sit on my porch, Penn Street, Uptown, y'all already know, sitting there hollering, yo, what up, girl? Oh, you up, kinda, you know what I'm saying? Yo, what up, guys? Yo, yeah, what up? Yo, come here, yes. Yeah, maybe next time, nigga. You feel me? I can't get off the porch. Boom. Now I'm sitting there, I'm just enjoying the freedom. So boom. Now, yo, they still in the house. So I'm sitting out, I'm looking around, you know, man. I don't think maybe this is one of the few times that I got off punishment and within a couple days. You get what I'm saying? But I forget what I think I told you I forgot what I got on punishment for. But it couldn't have been that serious, okay? So, because punishments for 2-3 days does not ever happen in my household, okay? You either get that and whoop, or you gonna be on punishment until people forget who you is. Like, they're gonna be like, oh, snap, I forgot y'all had a brother. All right. But anyway, so boom, I'm sitting on the porch. So as I'm sitting on the porch, I hear my dad like yell to step lady. When he yelled at her, he like, Gayla, you put some money in my coat pocket? He's like, no, Charles. He like, I just found a couple $100 in my coat pocket. Oh, Charles, you for real? Yeah. He's like, I don't know how all of the conversation went, but that's what ensued. So boom, we know what happened. We know that, you know what I'm saying, how he got the bread and all that, you know what I'm saying? But that was about to be a good day. So boom. Next thing you know, I'm sitting there. I look across the street. Now, across the street is two people. It's a girl. She's standing on the porch. I'm going to give y'all the names. Just relax. She's standing on her porch, okay? Now, I lived 2236. I can say the address because I do not live there no longer. I don't even think the house is still habitable. Is that it? Habitable. Yeah. Like, I don't think you can live there anymore. It's inhabitable. Something like that. I mix up on my words too, but I do got to extend the vocabulary. You heard? So, anyway, so I see this girl. She's on the porch. She got these little booty shorts on. You know what I'm saying? But she's slim. She got her stomach showing, little halter top. You know what I'm saying? It's nice out. It's summertime. Now she's looking down. She's brown skin, nice little curly hair, like good hair. You know what I'm saying? But it's not long. You know what I'm saying? She cut it. So she's looking down at the guy. The guy that she's looking at, he's dark skinned, bald head. He got an all white t-shirt. Y'all already know back in those days, 2000, 2001, in the summertime, it was all white tees, jeans, and J's, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? With a fitted cap, not a snapback, a fitted cap. So boom. So he's standing there. He got these blue jean shorts on. You know what I mean? The latest J's on. You know what I'm saying? And a white. He didn't have a long tee on. He had a white wife beater, and he had his t-shirt dangling out the back pocket. Come on now. If this ain't no descriptiveness, if I'm not being descriptive, y'all better stop playing with me now. So boom. He and his dangling out the pocket. He's looking up at her. You can see the sausage links in his neck. It's like, no, he ain't fat or nothing. But you know, if he looking up at her to the point where you can see the creases in his neck. So he talking to her. But you could tell that the conversation is more of an argument. It's she's sitting there like, and he like, man, anybody trying to hear that. This is what you hear. Now, as I'm spectating on the porch, getting my what's the word I'm looking for? Nosy on, getting my let's start at crime watchers. No, not crime watchers, but kind of. But anyway, I'm just standing there, you know, enjoying the scene. So then I look at his car. His car is parked and it got music playing, but it ain't all the way up. But his system was booming. When y'all hear the name, y'all gonna know exactly who I'm talking about because I am gonna give y'all the name. So boom. So I look at his car, it's running, but you know what I mean? He got the windows down a little bit, but they tinted up. You know what I'm saying? An all white Maxima on some like 20s. It could have been 18 to 20, but he keep them clean. You feel what I'm saying? So boom. I look at the car. I see the guy. I see the girl. I come up with an idea. Yo, I'm gonna hit you right back. I'm in the middle of a video, bro. All right. So, next thing you know, where was I at? I'm sorry, y'all, but y'all know I do this from the muscle. I don't cut no corners. I don't do my station like anybody else's. I'm not trying to be like anybody else. I do it how I do it. I'm not editing for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Unless I really have to. So y'all going to see this in the video. I apologize. But look, I'm different from everybody else on these YouTube videos, okay? Mine's is real. Mine's authentic. Mine's is as it happens, okay? So let's go. Anyway, so I get an idea. Yo, they wasn't the only one with the smart ideas, okay? I had some too. I wouldn't say it was smart though. Boom. So next thing you know, I get up off the porch. I mean, I stand up on the porch. I ain't get off the porch yet. I stand up. I walk to the door. Yo, they come here. Yo, they come down. He like, huh? I'm like, yo, where Dad at? Go see. He walk up. He tiptoe up the top of the steps. He peer over the railing. He looking. Come back down. He like, he's sitting on the bed. I'm like, all right, let me know if he come. Don't let him catch me out here in the street. I'm like, I'm gonna be a couple. He's like, man, Dad, just let you off punishment. Man, you drawn. That was a big word back then, drawn. He's like, man, you drawn. Dad, just let you off. I'm like, no, listen, bro. Just let me know. I'm only gonna be like 2 minutes. He's like, what you about to go to the store, get some fruities? I'm like, no. I said, just listen to what I'm saying. He's like, all right. So boom, he go back. He stands in the middle of the steps and he's watching guard. Whenever Dad come, he's gonna be able to come down and alert me in the time loaded enough for me to come across the street, get back on the porch, and it looked like it never happened. You feel me? We had a little system going on. So boom. When I see him in that position, it's time for me to make my move. So I go over there, I look at the dude, I see them, they still arguing. I start to walking across the street. I'm getting brave, but my heart beating. This a street nigga, okay? So boom. I start walking across the street. Now, when she's sitting there arguing with him, you can hear the conversation. Oh, no, nigga, yeah, tell that other B-I-T-C-A. Tell that other to do that. Yeah, That's what I hear when I'm walking up. So now when I'm walking up, as I get closer, mine just is directly across the street from me. If I'm in 2236, she was in 2235 or 2233, okay? So boom. So when I'm walking across the street towards her, you can see her eyes lock on me. Now, as dude's arguing, he sees her attention go somewhere else, so he follows the direction of her eyes, and it converts back to me. So he's like, so he knows I'm about close enough to him to know that I'm coming over and say something to y'all. So he like, you know him? So she looks, she's like, yeah, that's Kiapa's little brother. So I'm like, yo, what up, cuz? So he like, what's up? I'm like, yo, that's your car? He like, yeah, young boy, why? What's it to you? So I'm like, nah, man, I need a favor. He like, young boy, you better get out of my face. So he look at her, he like, man, get this young, tell that young boy to go across the street, man. Get him out of my face. He already mad. He's already heated off of the situation that they're talking about. The conversation that they're going on. He's already heated. He's not in a good mood. Okay? So boom. She's like, hey, don't be talking like that. He cool. She like, what's up? What you want? I'm like, nah, like, you know, he got the whipping on. Nah, like, I need somebody to go to the mall for me. She like, twin, he is not going to the mall for you. He like, yo, young boy, you better go ahead, bro. He like, yo, go get your older brothers or something. Like, he drunk. He mad and stuff like that, but he really didn't mean that because I ain't say nothing disrespectful or nothing. You know what I'm saying? But he like, yo, get somebody else to come talk to me. Like, I don't talk to little kids. I'm like, I'm saying I'll pay you. He like, yo, I'm out, man. Y'all pissing me off. So he started to walk off. So I start like walking away back towards the porch because, you know, I ain't got that much time. So I start walking over back on the porch. So I'm like, I'm saying though, like I said, I'll pay you. So he like, young boy, you ain't hear what I said, nigga. I said, get out my face. I'm like, man, you right. Nigga, I got bands. Grands. I'm saying bands and rats because that's the slang terminology today. But I'm like, man, I got grands. I got G's. He like, oh, because he was on his way inside of the car. So he like shut the door, like, oh, young boy, come here, let me see. I'm like, nah, you ain't seeing nothing. He like, nah, let me see. He like, you want me to go to the mall, right? Let me see. I'm like, I back up. So now I get my one foot on the porch of the. I get my one foot on the step of the porch. Now I ain't crossing no boundaries. Once I get that there, and then I get the other one on there, I am on the porch. I am not disrespecting my father. You get what I'm saying? So boom, now I'm sitting here. I'm like, now my brother gets off the step and he comes down. He sees I'm back on the porch. So he come down. He's like, what's up? I'm like, nah. So he like, nah, young boy, I go to the mall. Let me see. So now I think he's too eager. Like, I feel like he just jumped on it too fast and now he's trying to take our money. So he like, rewind. Let me tell y'all who the names is, all right? One, y'all already know Uptown Legend of the Females, Yahimba. Yah, that's the girl that's standing on the porch. And at the time, 2000, 2001, her boyfriend at the time was Black Mont with the bald head. Y'all all know who I'm talking about if y'all from the Berg. You know what I'm saying? Because these are two household names that everybody know. So these are the two people across the street. Y'all lived right across the street from me at the time. She don't live there no more. You know what I'm saying? So, but these are the people who I'm talking about, okay? So, he's too eager to me. You get what I'm saying? And he's a street nigga. You could tell he's super hood. You know what I'm saying? And you could tell he's like involved and kind of winning. So, boom. He like, nah, young boy. Back in the day, instead of saying like, you know how people today, they be like on dead homies and all that. Back in the day, it was on some one-ish. That's what we said, on some one shit. That let you know, like, I'm telling the truth. I mean, yeah, of course, people lied on it. But you kind of believed somebody when they said on some one shit. Cause that was like, I swear to God. You know what I'm saying? So he like, nah, on some one shit. So I'm like, I'm looking, but something just don't feel right. So I'm like, but in all actuality, I feel like it feel good. But my brother got this little instinct. So they like, man, I don't know, cuz. So then Yah gets off the porch. She started walking across the street. He was like, was that real? So Mont look at her like, yeah, young boy's got some paper. So boom, she walk over. She's like, what you wanted tomorrow? I'm like, nah, I want him to go shopping for me. Like, she's like, well, what you want? He like, I'm like, man, he can dress. I'll be watching y'all. I'll be seeing him. Like, I want the stuff he got. I want the new J's. I want this. So he looking like, young boy, I seen you had a little knot. But you asking for a couple pair of J's, couple pair of forces, all these outfits. He like, young boy, you gonna need some bread. I'm like, man, I got bread. Now I go in both my pockets. Wham. And now this isn't even an inclination of a percentage of what I actually have upstairs. I just probably got about $3,000 on me right now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, I got bread. He look at y'all like, these little niggas is getting. He like, what they into? She like, I don't know. I know they brother. I know he be doing something, but like, I ain't know that. So he like, all right, so how much you gonna give me? I'm like, nah, man, like, I don't know, man. Like, I give you 500. His eyes light up. He tries to hide the excitement. You could tell this was a far beyond good deal. He like, all right, I got you. So y'all like, all right, but she look at my brother. She like, I'm saying 20, I'll go to the mall for you then. So they like, nah, like I want him to go to the mall for me. So she like, listen, no, like let me go. I guarantee you I dress you better than he gonna dress him. So somehow, some way, she convinced Yode. Yode like, all right, I give you 500 to go to the mall for me. So boom. So next thing you know, long story short, we all agreed to that. All right. So we like, all right, we be back. Then they go in the house, right in the living room, count out the bread, boom, 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 boom. We count out 2,500 a piece. 25 here, 25 there. All right. We walk outside. I give Mont the 2,500. Cuz. I'm like, cuz, you better not try to burn me either, cuz. He like, cuz, I'm not gonna burn y'all, cuz. He like, cuz, I'm from uptown. I ain't gonna burn y'all on some one shit. So I'm like, they like, man, I don't know, man. I'm like, man, come on, man. What you doing? You gonna give him the bread or not? So he give it to Yah. He give it to Yah reluctantly. Okay, he didn't want to, but he did because he's like, F it. We got way more money upstairs. Yende's doing it. F it. If we take a loss, we're gonna both take the L. So boom, he give her the bread. Boom. So, long story short, they both, now that argument that was ensuing over there, now they just completely forgot about that. They didn't jump into the car like it's the wedding, okay? Like it says, we just got married in the back of it. Happy, full of glee, jumped in the car, and then they pull off. So we go back inside, you know what I'm saying? We go back inside, so we talking, they like, man, I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know if we should have did that. I'm like, man, cuz, like, nah, like, cuz, cool, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but, like, we just gave him all that money, like, I'm like, cuz, like, it's gonna be cool, cuz, it's good. So, boom. Excuse me. Now, we go upstairs. Let me make sure I ain't forget something before, as I fast forward. We go upstairs. I'm gonna fast forward a couple hours, all right? Probably like 2 hours. Probably like 2 or 3 hours go past. Let's say right now it's about 2 or 3 in the afternoon. All right, so about 2-3 hours go past. Matter of fact, probably even more than that. Because I'm gonna just put it like this because I know what time it was. It was 9 o'clock when my brother came. My brother came up the steps. Kiafa. So me and my twin, we upstairs, we playing the game. We hear Kiafa come up the steps. Yo, we all at? I'm like, we up here. So he walk in the room. Now, mind y'all, we gave them the bread like 3 o'clock. All right, we gave them the bread 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So it's 9 o'clock now. That means it's an hour left in the mall, and they are still not back. Okay, so in all actuality, like we already came to the conclusion that we are cooked. We're burnt. Okay, burnt meaning we just got bamboozled for our money. All right. So when Kiafa walks in the room and he sees our faces, he like, what's up with y'all? So I'm like, nothing. So he like, yo, what's wrong? I'm like, so yo, they speak up. Man, they made us give y'all's boyfriend, that we ain't know his name at the time. He's like, they made us give y'all's boyfriend money to go to the mall for us, and that was like 6, like all these hours ago. Whooper's eyes went like this, like full of rage, full of anger, he looked like, what? Man, y'all niggas stupid as fuck. He like, y'all gave him what? How much money you give him? I'm like, 25. 25 what? I'm like, 2,500. He like, before he could even speak, Yode announces that he also provided $2,500 to this ordeal. So Yode's like, and I gave him 2,500 too. And I'm looking like, oh man, because he just made it worse. 2,500 was already bad enough, and Kiapa's face is already looking like this. So now when you just say 25 more hundred, I fuck around and beat on the ground. Nah, he ain't do all that. So boom, he like, what? $25,000, cuz? Cuz y'all stupid as fuck, cuz. Cuz y'all stupid as fuck, cuz. Like, now y'all gonna have me go through with this fucking old head, cuz. Y'all some nuts, nigga. Y'all some nuts, cuz. You know that nigga gonna burn you, nigga. You gave all that nigga all that money when you burn him. When you, nigga. Dumbass young bulls, man. He like, so what happened? Where he at? I'm like, I don't know. There's 2 parking spaces out there, and they still ain't come back. What time y'all give him the bread? Like 3 o'clock. He like, get out. Ooh, y'all some nuts. So he go in there, he make a couple calls. You hearing, telling a couple people the situation. Yeah, dumbass nigga. Now he knew the nigga's name. Yeah, nigga Black Mont. Yeah. So he hurry up. You see him throw his black coat on. Y'all know what time it is when a nigga throw their black coat. He throw his black coat on. He run down the steps. So now I'm sitting there like, I feel so bad. Like, I done came up with this good idea, and now it don't take a rocket scientist to see they had way more than enough time to get what they were supposed to get and come back to us. You get what I'm saying? So like, anybody else would have been eager and fast to come back to try to do it again. You get what I'm saying? So boom. So boom. We sitting there. Now I'm sitting there like, so they like, man, they burned us, man. He like, man, you let them burn us, man. I'm like, man, I ain't let them do nothing, cuz. I'm like, you gonna see whenever she gotta come back to the house at least. You know what I'm saying? Like he could probably dip on us, you know what I mean? But she lives there. You know what I'm saying? So boom, I'm sitting there, I'm like, dang, so now we go over to Kiapa's room. So boom, so now we can watch the window the entire time to see if they come. So now we sitting there like, all right, we know the mall closes at I think 9 or 10. So we know by the time that get here, if they ain't here by then it's over. All right. Then I know we burnt. I know we cooked. Right. So I'm sitting there, sitting on the ledge of the window like this. Sad, mad. I know my brother's pissed. I done pissed. I'm like, dang. So yo, they sitting there. He just keep putting gas to the fire. He like, man, yo, this your fault, man. It's your fault. I'm like, man, you acting like we ain't got all that money in there. He like, but still, man, like we should have never gave that nigga that money, man. So I'm like, no. So we sitting out here, we looking now. I look across the street in front of their house. There's 2 parking spots, okay? And it's relevant to the story. It's 2 parking spots. So I'm like, there's no way they can pull in and park here, you get what I'm saying, without us noticing. So this is why we on guard. We watching, we got the hawk eyes on. All right. So I'm just sitting there, I'm like, 10 o'clock pass. It's over. 10:30. Man, we heated. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna do something to this nigga. So I'm sitting there like this. Then I see a car slowly turn, coming down Emerald, slowly turned on Penn Street. Now there's a parking spot directly on the corner of Penn Street. Smack dab, right there, right? But I already know when they come back, they're going to park directly in front of the house because that's what any normal person's going to do. Park closest to their door. So we see this car come around the corner, and I'm looking. Yo, they looking. We out, got our heads out the window a little bit. I'm looking. I'm like, yo, is that a white Max? Yo, they look. He like, yeah. Tinted windows, spiked out rims. Yo, that's him. I run into my room. I heard him grab the joint. Put it in my pocket. Run down the steps. So when we get to the door, yo, they like, man, you know you ain't allowed to get off the porch. I'm like, man, I ain't trying to hear that. Boom. We ran past Dad's. He wasn't alert. So boom, we creep down the side of Penn Street. Now, they live across the street from us. We're creeping down the side that we live on. So I'm creeping. I got my hand in my pocket. I got my finger on that trigger. You feel what I'm saying? I'm like this. So yo, they like, man, don't do nothing. I'm like, man, you better have our stuff. So we get close to the car without them seeing us. All right. Then we gotta cross the street so they go and see us. So we hurry up, run across the street before they get out. And they was sick. How long y'all sitting inside the car? You get what I'm saying? Like y'all should have been out. We didn't came down the steps. We didn't look to see if Dad was cool enough and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Why y'all still sitting in the car with the lights out? All right. So boom. So we run across the street. Boom. Start to bang. I got my hand in my pocket. I start to bang it on the window. Boom, 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 boom. Y'all want to hear the rest? Well, guess what? First thing you got to do, like, follow, subscribe. Boom. Second thing you got to do is wait for part 4. All right. And matter of fact, I'm going to just end it like that. All right. Wait for part 4 coming tomorrow. So please tune in. Thank y'all. $100,000 mistake.